Hi, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor, and this is what we call a Pokemon. Oh, I love how they included this. It was just so nostalgic and amazing and awesome, and we're in the back of a truck. And that does not look safe. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon, although this animation is awesome. We humans live alongside Pokemon, at times playing together as friends, and at times helping one another out. Sorry, I had to try and speed that up there, I didn't know when it was going to run out. And sometimes we just like to have fun battling others like us. But as close as we are, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are still many mysteries surrounding Pokemon. I do research to try and unravel those Pokemon mysteries, but that's enough about me. Indeed. Hello. I'm sorry, it's just that animation is, I love it. It's the first time they ever included some sort of like cinematic thing about the Pokemon as you saw all these Pokemon. Look at the 0-year-old doll just poking out there. What about you? Are you a boy or are you a girl? I know the answer to that one. Will you give me your name too? So I'm going to kind of break tradition here. Usually I call myself Dale, but I think to keep my Let's Play Pokemon separate to my normal Pokemon, I'm actually going to call myself Dazza. Because Dazza bound, that's why. So you're Dazza, yes, I think. I see, you're that Dazza. You're the one who's moving to Littleroot Town where I live. Yeah, that's me. Oh, I love how they include the area nav and the map on there as well. It's just so good. Are you ready? I hope so, because the door's opening. Your very own adventure is now about to unfold. Be courageous and leap into the world of Pokemon where dreams, adventures, and friendship await. I expect we'll be meeting again soon. Come see me in my Pokemon lab. Oh, it's just so good. I love it. It's just amazing. What was I even sitting on? Oh well. Ah, here we are. Fresh air at last. What's the stance about? I love the vapor trail as well, just shooting out. And that cloud always reminds me of an octillery. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It just does, okay? Leave me alone. I'm weird. I know that. I like how he's just staring up at the sky, too. The van is... How did the van even get through there? That gap's tiny. Dazza, you're here at last. Wasn't it tough riding in the back of the bumpy moving truck all that way? Well, this is Littleroot Town. What do you think? This is going to be our new home. There's a quaint feel, but it looks like it should be a nice place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room this time, too. Oh yeah, just what I've always wanted. Come on, you have to see the inside. Alright, in we go. Let's check it out. The house is kind of small. We got a nice guttering going on there. Some drainage. Good, good. Some Machoke, the 0-year-old doll. I see a frying pan. My mum must be a good cook. See, Dazza, isn't it nice in here too? Actually, I own a frying pan and I'm a terrible cook. Never mind. The moving company's Pokemon even help with the unpacking and cleanup. They really make moving a cinch. Indeed. Oh, you're all done? Thanks for all the hard work. We really appreciate it. What does that? Who is it that does that? I can't remember. I'm really trying to remember that now, but I can't. You should go and see your new room upstairs, Dale. Sorry, Dazza. Dad even brought a new clock for it to help celebrate the big move. You'll need to set the time, though. Okay, let's take a look. We got a TV here. What's on the TV? Look at those speakers. Two men are dancing on a big piano keyboard. Better get going. Ah, yes, the 0-year-old doll. It's a 0-year-old doll. It has a familiar smell. What about if I check this side? Nothing. Frying pans. The fridge. Anything in the fridge? Apparently not. Let's go... What about this flower? Okay, let's go upstairs. There's the flower, actually, that was sitting next to it. We've got a Wii U. It's a Wii U. It has a gamepad with a screen. It's better than those gamepads without screens. Mum might like this program. Better get going. And a huge Snorlax doll, which my girlfriend wants to get, but we can't find any which are big enough. Nice comfy bed. The trash can is empty. I actually thought there was a flower pot, never mind. A book here, which we can check to have some notes. Rule number 1, open the menu with the X button. And number 2, record your progress for save. We can even sit down if we want to. Don't make me a liar. Here we have a map of the region in the game. This is the Hoenn region. Is it not going to open up a map? No, it just zooms in on it. Okay, but if I click on the bottom screen here... Oh, you guys probably can't see this very well because I'm not displaying the bottom screen quite that big. But this is the Hoenn region. This is the region our area takes place. And it is humongous. It is going to take us a long time to explore that. But here we have the clock. Clock on the wall isn't moving. You've got to set the time. Done automatically thanks to the power of the 3DS. And you guys are going to see how late I'm recording this. Because it is late. It is very late, guys. The hour hand was set to 0 and the minute was set to 19. Yeah, I'm recording this at 20 past midnight the day this episode's coming out. This is how close it's been for me getting everything sort of done and ready for this Let's Play. And you'll see why, because I've made a lot of graphical content. I mean, you'll see the bit for Little Root Town already. But I've made a lot, and I'm doing some really in-depth stuff with this Let's Play, which we're going to be getting into very soon. It's the Petalburg Gym. Maybe that will be on TV. ... We brought you this report live from in front of Petalburg Gym. Next up, a special look on a long-awaited meteor shower and the next star show. Oh, it's already ended. Looks like your dad was on, but we missed his part. What a shame. That reminds me, one of Dad's friends lives in this town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door, so you should get over and introduce yourself. Alright, let's head on over there. First of all, let's check out Little Root Town a little bit more. Dad's house. Wait. This house belongs to me, not my mother. I'm going to sell it and make a fortune. Buy lots of candy. Professor Birch's house. Oh, my PC screen went dead because I've been AFK for too long. Okay, let's just go in there. Good thing I'm using a 3DS and can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, hello. And you are? Oh, you're Dazza, our new next door neighbor. Welcome. We have a daughter about the same age as you. She has been so excited about making a new friend. She should be in her room upstairs. I hope you'll go and introduce yourself. No. I want to read this book. Plans for a whole week's worth of meals. I wish I was that prepared. You got the same speaker. You've even got the same... You've got the same plant and the same flower. You just don't have the Azuro doll. You guys suck. You don't even have an Azuro doll. Okay, let's head on upstairs and find May. Did I already mention the name or did I spoil it? Never mind. Okay. I also love there's a lot of like close-up animations. The animations in this game are really good. The 3D modeling is fantastic as well for this handheld. Pokemon fully restored, items already, and... Huh? Who are you? She closes her eyes, looks down, looks up, still with her eyes closed. Oh, you must be Dazza. You moved with us today, huh? Well, I'm May, glad to meet you. I actually have this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. And then when Professor Birch told me about you moving here, Dazza, well, I was hoping you would be nice and we could become friends. But that's just silly, isn't it? I mean, I just met you, right, Dazza? So what am I talking about? Hee hee. Oh dear. Oh no, I forgot. I was supposed to be going out to help Dad catch some wild Pokemon. Dazza, I'll see you later. Okay, so sounds like Professor Birch isn't at the Pokemon lab, but let's have a look around town anyway. What do you say? To think that you can get data from the friends that you pass by, even when your Nintendo 3DS is in sleep mode. The power of science is staggering. Yeah, and here we have Little Root Town, a town that can't be shaded any hue, except it's a little bit desaturated and darker when it's nighttime. And I like how it focuses on, does like an overview of different parts of the town. Okay, you look suspiciously like the Max, the May's brother in the anime. Professor Birch will spend days on end on his lab researching something, then he'll suddenly go out into the field and gather more data. When does he ever spend time at home? So yeah, here we have Professor Birch's Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go in, and he's not here. What does the aide say? Oh my goodness, can I please talk to you? Huh, you're looking for Professor Birch? The prof's away on fieldwork. Ergo, not here. Oh, I guess I have to tell you what fieldwork is. Fieldwork is when you study things in their natural environment, like out in the fields and mountains, instead of in a laboratory. The prof isn't one for doing desk work, really. He's the type who would rather go outside and experience things than read about them in here. He's probably doing a survey of Route 101 now. He's just outside of town. He probably shouldn't. You know where he is. He's your boss. Okay, let's head on over to Route 101. And hey, what are you doing? I think I hear someone screaming up ahead. What should I do? What should we do? Somebody has to go help. Okay, Route 101. Help me! Okay, let's have a look. I love this animation as well. It's just this game is just so well polished. I love it. Don't back up into the tall grass. Hello, you over there, please help me out. In my bag, there are some Pokeballs. You know, I'm just gonna ignore me. I've been stuck in a moving van for a long time. You know, it's gone midnight. I really should be going to bed. Where are you going? Don't leave me like this. What if I talk to... Oh, I can't even talk to him. Where are you going? Okay, so here we have in his bag 3 Pokeballs. Each included a Pokemon. So we have the Grass-type Pokemon Trico, the Fire-type Pokemon Torchic, and the Water-type Pokemon Mudkip. Believe it or not, if you didn't know, this is where we gain our first Pokemon, and this will be our partner Pokemon for the rest of the game. Contrary to popular belief, do not like Mudkips. I don't know, it's just they share a common type, well not common type, they share a dual typing with my favourite Pokemon, and I always prefer Quagsire anyway. Trico is actually my preferred Pokemon of this generation by far. However, in Pokemon Leaf Green, we started off with a Squirtle, which is Water type. In Heart Gold, we started off with Chikorita, which is a Grass type. And so, for 3rd generation, I haven't done Fire type yet, so I'm going to be picking Torchic, even though I think that Torchic is really overdone in both playthroughs and Let's Plays and even online competitive. But hey ho, it's what I'm going to be choosing. So, on screen right now, you will see what I've put together and developed in terms of stats and sort of like biographical information. These are bio cards, basically. And just quickly, I'm going to be talking through them all. There's going to be an annotation on screen if you want to skip this bit and just head straight into the next bit. Or if you're playing on a mobile device, I'll put a little bit in text saying what time frame to skip to if you don't want to listen to me jabber on about this. But it's going to be very quick. I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. So, without further ado, with the main top left box there, we obviously have the Hoenn dex number of the Pokemon and the type of the Pokemon, as well as the classification of Torchic being a chick Pokemon, and the height and weight. These are all fairly irrelevant, obviously, other than typing. Underneath that, you'll have the ratio of gender. With starter Pokemon, you always have 87.5% chance of having a male, 12.5% chance of having a female. I have no idea why they did this. I guess it makes breeding them more difficult in games which Ditto isn't there, but hey ho, they did it for a reason. Now, stats underneath there. So these are the base values of stats. I wasn't really too sure how to do this. I guessed just by... You know, most people, when they're making a decision about what Pokemon they want to know what Pokemon it turns into at the end, because a wide-known fact about Pokemon is that as Pokemon progress and they reach certain criteria, they evolve and they become, well, typically, I think actually in every single case, stronger, faster, harder hitters, you know, stuff like that. So I'm showing the base stats of the final evolution. Now, this value of 80 for hit points doesn't mean that the final evolution form of Torchic will always have 80 hit points. This is what's known as a base stat. This number is specific to each individual species, so all Torchics will have this number, or I should say all of Torchic's final evolutions will have this number. However, it's plugged into a formula with other variable and slightly influential hidden values, which you can, like I say, influence slightly in order to gain higher stats in ones you want. Really in-depth there. I don't want to go that in-depth into stats. If you want to know about it, if you want to know about influencing stats yourself, look up effort values, worth a read, especially if you're doing competitive. That's essential information. I won't be going into effort values in this Let's Play though. So just a quick rundown of the stats. Obviously, HP is hit points, how much damage you can take during a battle. Attack is your ability to deal physical attacks, and defense is your ability to block physical attacks. Now, special attack is your ability to deal special attacks. So these are typically moves that aren't physical, stuff like flamethrowers or ice beams, basically beam attacks that travel through the air and do not require like a claw slashing or a fist smacking. And obviously special defense is your ability to defend against special attacks. And the last stat there is speed. This will determine who goes first in battle. Okay, moving back up to the top in the center there, we have evolution. So a wide known fact about Pokemon is that obviously they evolve. For Pokemon, which I'm going to be having in my team, and just basically the other starter Pokemon in general and general rival Pokemon, I'm not going to be showing you what they evolve into until we find them. However, I am going to show you their evolution criteria. So as you can see, Torchic evolves twice, once at level 16 and again at level 36. Underneath that, we have the catch rate of a Pokemon. Technically, these starter Pokemons do have a catch rate value. However, you don't typically find them in the wild. These are given to you as starter Pokemon, so I've just written starter there. Now, abilities. This is where things can get a little bit confusing, if they're not already. So these are passive skills that aid your Pokemon in battle. So for example, Torchic's ability is Blaze, very mediocre. All starter Pokemon have the exact same ability. Basically, when hit points is below a third, it buffs your primary attacking type by 50%, so in Torchic's cases is fire. A Pokemon can only have one ability at a time. However, there is potential for Pokemon to have different abilities, so two Torchics may not have the same ability. The second ability there, Torchic doesn't actually have one, but much later on in the game, and for a much higher or a very extortionate price, if a Pokemon does have two primary abilities, so that for Torchic it would be Blaze and then whatever's in the NA box, you can swap them out. Not recommended, definitely catch the Pokemon which has the ability you want straight away. Now, hidden abilities, these were added in the 5th generation and continued on in the 6th generation. All of the starter Pokemon, in fact, I'm pretty sure, no, a lot of Pokemon actually don't have hidden abilities, but all of the starter Pokemon do have hidden abilities. These are unobtainable, unfortunately, in the 6th generation. These were only possible to be received through the Dream World in the 5th generation, a service that currently isn't available. However, in Torchic's case with Speed Boost, this was available during the first couple of months of Pokemon X and Y being launched through a Wi-Fi event. Again, that's not currently active. You can still breed this ability down, but you can't breed it into a pre-existing Torchic line. Basically, the only way you're going to be able to get these hidden ability starters is if you find them online somewhere and someone's lucky, or you're lucky enough to have someone give one to you. But yeah, Speed Boost on Torchic's final evolution was so good that it was banned in competitive, so yeah. But yeah, without further ado, I think that's enough of that. We will be picking Torchic as our Pokemon and heading into our first battle. Okay, but basically all I can say about Torchic is it has an extremely diverse move pool. It doesn't get locked out of certain moves when evolving, unlike Trico. Trico actually learns some moves which it can't relearn later on, if that makes sense. I'll talk about that later when I talk about Trico. But yeah, it's actual, as a Torchic, its attack stat is lower than its special attack, but as it evolves, that switches around, so it actually becomes a physical attacker. Its defenses are mediocre, they're not amazing, same as its hit point isn't great, but its speed is up there, and especially with Speed Boost, you know, that can make it a very threatening Pokemon, so it's definitely set up to be a sweeper. Okay, whew, I went into the tall grass to survey wild Pokemon when I was suddenly jumped. You saved my hide, thanks a lot. Blink. Oh, but you're Norman's boy Dazza. I didn't even realise who you were at first. You've grown into quite the young man. This isn't the place for a chat though. Come along to my lab. I will be going over the other starter Pokemon briefly, and as well as wild battles. I kind of skipped over that while I was talking about Torchic, but battles in general I will be going over towards the end of this video because I do want to do some more stuff. Okay, so Dazza, I've heard so much about you from your father, but he said that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that was quite the performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's son. Oh yes, to say thanks for rescuing me out there, how about I give you that Pokemon you used earlier? Awesome, so he gives us our Torchic. Like I said, this is going to be our partner Pokemon through the entire game. Where at it, why not give you a nickname to that little Torchic? Okay, this is what I'm going to be doing, okay? I thought long and hard about this. I am going to be nicknaming all of my Pokemon. So, Torchic, right? He's a hot chick. Now, I don't know about you, but if you want to go to KFC and you want something hot and spicy, you don't go for original recipe, do you? You go for the Zinger Burger, or the Zinger Wrap. You have a Zinger. So our Torchic is going to be named after KFC Zinger. You know, if you work with your Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make a pretty excellent trainer. My girl May happens to be out on Route 103 right now surveying Pokemon for me. Might not be a bad idea for you to head out that way yourself. What do you think? No. Oh, don't be that way. You should go meet my kid. No. Oh, don't be that way. You should go meet my kid. No, I've already met her. Oh, don't be that way. Fine, I'll do it. Great, I'm sure May will be happy to hear that too. She can help teach you what it means to be a trainer. Oh yes, if you're ever lost along the way, use the area nav on your PokéNav Plus. You can use it to see how to get to Route 103, where May ought to be. And if your Pokemon get tired, get some rest back at your new house. Okay, so I apologize if I keep making mistakes when speaking. I'm still kind of getting over this bug a bit. Let's head... Oh, hello, you're back. What do you say? Boy, am I glad there was an intrepid guy like you around to rescue the professor. Okay, luckily we get sprinting, running shoes from the start, so this is normal walking speed. If you hold down B, you can run a bit quicker, which is great. Are we going to find a wild Pokemon? Yes, we are. So ordinarily, I would be going over Pokemon as we encounter them, or basically as we start going into routes and finding Pokemon. However, I'm not going to be doing that just yet, as we don't have the ability to catch Pokemon. So it gives me some chance to talk about some other things, kind of like how wild battles work, which I did kind of skip over there. But hey ho, as you battle, you gain experience, and obviously the higher level you are, the more difficult or the slower it is for you to gain levels. But as you can see here, each time we level up, our stats increase a little bit. We also can sometimes learn new moves, so we'll be running into that later for sure. If your Pokemon get tired, take them to a Pokemon Center. There's a Pokemon Center in Oldale Town right close by. Hopefully we'll get another wild encounter. Yes, we will. So this time I'm actually going to explain the wild battle screens. Well, not just the wild battle screens, just the battle screens in general. Okay, so we obviously have the big emphasized fight button in the middle, but the other ones around here, bag, we can... Oh, we do get given a potion at the beginning. Okay. So yeah, we have our bag split into 4 sections. We also have our Pokemon screen where we can switch different Pokemon. You can also click on our Pokemon, heal them up, check out their stats, and check their moves. We have the run, which you can run away from wild battles, or you have the fight, which of course you want to fight. So Pokemon obviously come in different types. If you use a move the same type as your Pokemon, so for example, Torchic is a fire type, you use a fire type move called Ember. That is known as same type attack bonus, also known as stab, and you do 150% of the damage. So you do an extra 50%. Oh, there's a guy over there. I thought so. Hello. Wild Pokemon will jump out at you when you're walking in tall grass, so dive right in when you're trying to find the Pokemon you want to catch. Hopefully we won't find another encounter. There we are. Never mind. So yeah, there are type matchups. So for example, you saw that my Ember was super effective against the Wurmple. Basically means that Wurmple, being a bug type Pokemon, is weak against fire. This Zigzagoon here though is a normal type. It is not weak against fire, so that was not a super effective hit. Okay, just clearing that up. And you can see the number next to each of the moves here. Just shows how many of them we can use. So I think Ember had what, 20, 30? I can't remember, I already forgot. I think it was 25 actually, because we had 22 remaining. Okay, so with that said and done, let's head on over into Oldale Town. We haven't got much more left to do today, but there are some stuff which I want to do, including going over the other 2 starter Pokemon. Hi there, I work at the Pokemart. From what I can see, you're a novice trainer, am I right? Okay, being super kind-hearted as I am, I'm going to give you useful advice. How useful, I wonder. Oh look, it's his shop. First of all, that's a Pokemart there. Just look for our blue roof. We sell a variety of goods, including Pokeballs for catching Pokemon. Oh, good for you. I'd like you to have these as part of a special promotion. Potions, but not Pokeballs just yet, right? Potions can be used anytime, so they can be very useful to have. Okay, what's this building, huh? And this is a Pokemon Center. Look for a red roof. Ask a woman inside, and she'll restore your Pokemon's health. That's it. That's the advice from me, the supremely kind-hearted clerk. Have a great journey. Bye. Okay, we're actually going to head in here first and heal up. And I'm going to talk to the people. I'm genuinely going to talk to everyone while I explain. Good evening. Would you like... yeah, would you like to rescue your Pokemon? Yes, we will. Okay, so here we have the PC where we can swap out Pokemon when we have more of them. As a staple of Pokemon games, you can only hold 6 Pokemon in your party. New Pokemon you catch get transported to this PC here and you can swap them out. What do you say? That PC on the corner there is for any trainer to use. Naturally, that means you're welcome to use it too. Thank you. The AHA Pokemon Journey on the shelf provides info that's different from other sources. It's different, true fact, according to me. In battle, place the cursor, remove and press the L and A button. That's a very good, handy tactic, actually. Just as people, there are male and female Pokemon, but the details and differences can be tough to nail down. What do you say? Pokemon Centers are great. You can use their services just as much as you like, and it's all for free. You never have to worry. Indeed. There was something else I was going to talk about, but I can't quite remember what it was. So I'm going to head. I was going to talk about my plans. My plans for this series, guys, is to compile a living dex of the Hoenn region, and I'm going to be nicknaming every Pokemon as well. So that is going to be interesting. Basically, the way you level up in this game, you level up at such a faster rate that it makes the game too easy. And I don't want to restrict myself from using certain Pokemon. Here we go, we just run from this wild Pokemon. I will mostly be skipping most battles, if I can. What do you say? Press the soccer pad slowly to sneak close to Pokemon. Pokemon are less likely to find you when you're sneaking up on them. Ah, cool, so we can actually sneak through bits of grass in order to not find wild Pokemon. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to try and compile a living dex of all the Pokemon you can find in the Hoenn Pokedex, which, by the way, we don't have yet. Never mind. And I want to nickname them too, to make everything more personalized. Anyway, here we have May. Let's talk to her, see what she has to say. That rhymed. And we see the same pond from the intro. It's pretty cool, actually. I really like this. Let's see. On Route 101, I found this Pokemon, and this one too. Ah, hello. Oh, hey, Dazza. What's that? Oh, my dad gave you a Pokemon as a gift, huh? Well then, why don't we go ahead and have a quick battle? I'll give you a taste of what being a trainer is really like. So here we have our first trainer battles. Trainer battles differ from wild battles in the fact that, obviously, you have to defeat a trainer's entire team. You cannot run from a trainer battle, and you typically gain more experience and the Pokemon are higher level too. So, here we have May's Mudkip. Usually I would have what the Mudkip has on screen, but I don't think I'm going to bother this time around. And honestly, this is just going to be button mashing. So while I talk about, while we battle May here, I'm going to be talking about Mudkip in general. It's an okay Pokemon. Okay, its typing when it evolves is fantastic, having only one weakness, Quad to Grass. It's got good stab coverage, as in like the two moves, well, the two types it have good moves. I think we might lose this actually. Other than that, it's got a really shallow move pool. Obviously, it's built to be a bulky water-type Pokemon. I should have healed there, because if I don't take this... Oh, phew. It's built to be a bulky water-type Pokemon. It hits really hard, though. It's got some good attack stats, but it is slow, so just be wary of that. Other than that, it can be quite a tank when it's fully evolved. Okay, so, do we not get a new move? Interesting. Wow, that's great, Dazza. You're pretty good. And we receive 200 Pokédollars for winning. Okay, so there we go. It was a good battle, thanks. Let me heal up both our Pokemon parties real quickly. Oh, thank you, that's very kind of you. Your team's health was restored. Wow, I think I know why my dad has his eye on you now. I mean, you just got that Pokemon and you've already got that strong of a bond. I bet you could probably befriend any kind of Pokemon you meet. Ah, phew, I guess we'd better head back to the lab. She's not going to take us with her? So while we're heading back there, let's talk about the other Pokemon which neither May nor myself chose, and that is Treecko. Treecko, although being a grass Pokemon, and they're typically slow, deal status type moves. Oh, hi May, there's that over here. Let's hurry back to Little Root. Treecko is the opposite. It's actually really strong and really quick. It's got some good special attack stats when it fully evolves. The only problem I find with it is that it learns primarily physical attacking moves unless you stop it from evolving. At level 21, Treecko learns Giga Drain, which is a very strong special attacking grass type move, and at level 37 it learns Energy Ball, one of the strongest grass type moves, again special attacking. And trust me, you're going to want to go special attacking with Treecko because its final evolution has a much higher special attacking stat. Other than that, Treecko is a bog standard grass type Pokemon because it does have access to all of the status stealing moves. Oh, Dazza, over here. Okay. There's Professor Big Head Birch. So I hear you beat May on your first try. That's amazing. May's been helping with my research for a long time, so she has a pretty long history as a trainer already. I think that settles it. Dazza, I ordered this Pokedex for my research, but I think you should take it. So he will give us the Pokedex. That Pokedex is a high-tech tool that automatically makes a record of any Pokemon you meet or catch. My girl May takes hers with her everywhere she goes. Whenever she catches a rare Pokemon and records its data in the Pokedex, why, she comes to seek me out wherever I am in the field and shows me the Pokemon and people you will meet, and the great expanse of nature that lies before you. Experience them both while you fill your Pokedex. I'd love it if your world seems wider than ever. Okay, though I'd love it even more if you came back from time to time to show me what progress you've made. Ah, I'm getting the itch to get out and do field work again. But dude, it's like 20 to 1. Oh wow, Dazza, now you've got a Pokedex too. That's great, just like me. Then here, I'll give you something too. Some Pokeballs that you can use to catch wild Pokemon. Which we will be doing next time, guys. Like I said, I will be doing a living dex of the Hoenn Pokemon, so that's going to be a huge task. If you catch a Pokemon in the wild and battle together with it for a while, it will grow stronger for you. Take that as a bit of advice from a more experienced trainer like me. I'm going to get ready to head out from Little Root soon myself. I can't wait to see what kind of Pokemon I'm going to meet. Let's do our best on both journeys, Dazza. More experienced trainer? I beat you in my first battle. Anyway, that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all very much for watching this first episode of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I hope to see you all in the next one, where we're going to head north and then a little bit west on our way to Petalburg City to see if we can find our Papa. Alright, thanks very much, guys. And thanks very much. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Now we can actually save. Oh, that's good. Oh, it feels like half an hour. Oopsie. It's going to be a long episode. Bye, guys.